everybody else. Pray for your sister. Pray for your husband. Pray for your friend. Pray for your business. Pray for your children. Pray for your mind. Touch your head right now. Touch your head. Pray for peace. Touch your head. Touch your head. Put your hand in your head and pray for peace. Pray for peace right now. Touch your head. Ask God to organize your thoughts. Organize my thoughts. Organize my thoughts. Give me peace. Give me peace. Come on. Come on. Come on. Appreciate the time when we are by ourselves. But today I had some of my greatest moments when people tell me that's I had some of my greatest moments when people tell me I'm going to be nothing. I had some of my greatest moments when people tell me that I wasn't no good. I had some of my greatest moments when I'm going to come to betrayal. I had some of my greatest moments when people dressed up and passed the suits and wearing tight and prostrate and all this stuff. They came and took advantage of me. A lot of people have taken advantage of me, but I'm so grateful that God kept me. And no matter what, through it all, I kept going. I kept knowing that there was something out there greater than what I currently was. Last night, my brother and I, me and my two brothers, I don't know if they're here this morning, because they didn't go to bed till like 4 o'clock this morning. So this in my room, and I opened up my book, my book, The Quiet Storm. And I didn't mean to even do this, and I was just trying to remind my brother of how amazing he is. My brother, we used to say when we was kids, he had 9 lives. My brother got burnt up real bad, suffered 3rd-degree burns. My same brother got hit by a car and had to get a plate in his head. My same brother was real bad, cracking and was on the streets and he was crying. And then I remember my mom, she was real understand persecuting him. So I started to calm himself and I think about all the pain that he endured. I don't know how to treat him. Because some baby boy could have died. And then last night, we had a moment. I went through my book. By mistake, I just put my hand on the book, and I just randomly went to a page, and it was the most perfect, most beautiful page that I went to. It was a chapter in my book where me and my brother got separated when we was in foster care. How many of y'all read The Quiet Storm? If y'all have not read The Quiet Storm, do y'all take a favor? And I actually went to the page in the book, and it brought me to my knees. It brought me to my knees. I didn't even expect it to happen. I read a page in the book where my brother and I were dealing with a lady named Sherry. Sherry used to beat my brother and I with water hose. The crazy mother with water hose on my side, remember? She would beat my brother and I with water hose. She used to make us eat beets and celery. And anybody that knows me know, don't even bring beets next to me because I relive those moments when I see beets. I don't like beets. And I turned to the page, and all I read was when we was in foster care, right before we went to foster care, right before we went to foster care, I was the one, I was the one who called HRS, Child Protective Services, is what we used to call it. I was the one that called Child Protective Services. When Child Protective Services came to the house, and Miss Shannon was acting like everything was okay, and we're great kids, and she loves us so dearly. I can see her now, hugging us. No, my Stormy, I love my Stormy. Oh, I love my Stormy. That's my baby. And my nows, I love them. They're like my kids. And I'm sitting there like, this bitch right here be beating us with water hose, giving us beats to eat, while her kids eat pizza and chicken. I'm sitting there, and the Child Protective Services lady was like, I am so sorry, ma'am. I am so sorry. And my brother over there smiling, you know, I'm so sorry that we came and wasted your time. And I remember saying to myself, if we stay in this house tonight, we are going to die. I went in her room, I jumped up off the couch, I ran in her room, I ran under her bed where she kept the water hose, and I ran outside and I said, if you leave us here, she gonna beat us with this. I was 7 years old. I was 7 years old. I was only 7 years old. Do you understand? At 7 years old, I rescued my brother and I from that situation. I was only 7. I wonder how many of you this morning are still living in your childhood trauma right now versus your adulthood truth. I kept reading in the book. I read the part about when they separated my brother and I. How it was the worst day of my life. I'll never forget that day. They said, Stormy, we got to take it somewhere else because there's not enough room for you. And that day I felt like I had lost everything. I didn't have my mama. I didn't have my daddy. I didn't have no brother. I had no sister. And the one little brother I had, you gonna separate me from him? And I read a page in the book. And as soon as I started reading the page, and I want y'all to hear me right now, and I hope y'all can make out what I'm saying. I know my voice is gone. I didn't even read it yet. Listen to what I'm about to say. I didn't even get to the part yet, but I forgot a lot of things in my past. I had to, because I gotta move forward. Y'all say forward. I can't keep holding on to what happened to me when I was 9 and 10. So some way, somehow, I took those experiences and they're really in the back of my mind. Like I decompartmentalize like nobody's business. And that's what I'm gonna teach y'all all today. How you gotta decompartmentalize your life. You got to. I didn't even get to the part. And all I remember is when I tell a story about how I went to this one foster home, and I love this man. His name was Mr. Robinson. There was a couple, Mr. and Mrs. Robinson. And finally I felt at home. Finally I felt, here's my extended family that loves me. My mama not here, but something about Mr. Parker and Mrs. Parker that made me feel like they were my replacement parents, at least for now. I'm reading, and I felt my heart beating. And I just broke down. My brother that was looking, and they just was crying. We all was crying. Because I felt myself getting closer to the part of the book when Mr. Robinson said, come in the house, Stormy. Stormy, come inside. And I came inside, and he was watching TV. And he said, sit on my lap. I love Mr. Robinson. He was like my daddy. Mr. Robinson told me to sit on his lap. And I didn't know what he was going to do. I'm 8 years old. I still living that who thought my dad figured. And then you already know it. It wasn't even a good 5 minutes. And the man who thought loved me, who thought was going to be my extended family, he started touching on me, being important with me. And I felt uncomfortable. And I was about to cry. And I know I looked back at him, and I stood on the back when I ran outside. And I never told my parents story until I became a fool. My point is this. We have a resilience on the inside of us that we were born with. All of us were born with a resilience. You have power on the inside of you to overcome things that you have been giving the power away to other people. We were born to be able to provide and to protect for ourselves. We were created by God to have dominion. You're supposed to take control. We are powerful. I was 7 years old when I rescued my brother and I was 8 years old having to get milk off of me. Since I was a kid, the people that said they loved me hurt me the most. So that word love does not really make sense to me. I watch how you treat me. I watch how you make me feel. 7, 8 years old, swimming was young swimming, developed, started to develop. Now, when I say it before, it now was developing me. He was preparing me to be able I'm about to play this song that I wrote in my birthday moment. When I trusted it into my life, who could prophesy to me? I believe because he was a prophet. He revealed God was up. And I only did was just tear me down, tear me down, tear me down, tear me down. And I just wanted to die. And I realized I was going. I realized I was going if I figure this out. And so this song, I wrote right to hear voices in my head. I really need to hear people in my head telling me all kind of stuff in my brain. And I had to reprogram my thoughts because I remember driving in the car, the crazy lady saying, shut up. Like, why are you talking to me like this? Like, literally saying this stuff. Asking God, like, help me. Somebody help me. And nobody helped me. I had to help myself. So when I went in the studio and recorded this, I didn't write this to make a song out of it. It wasn't important. This, what you're about to listen to right now, was written for me. I was dating a guy, y'all know I'm dating Ashes. We went into the studio, and he's the one who said, you need to turn it into a song. And I'm like, cool, why not? It took us 20 minutes to do this whole album, because there wasn't nothing to prepare. He had the gift of peace. I had speak life in my heart, and we went in there one night and just did it in 20 minutes. So we're about to play Speak Life, and there's a part of the song that I want you to start speaking life over your life. We gotta believe in the power of our words. It's called spelling. Why? Because you're putting a spell on yourself when you use these words. Words have power. We got to stop talking down to ourselves. Stop beating ourselves up. Everything you say about yourself is negative. That's crazy. Like, I'm not this. I'm not that. I don't like this. I don't like that. No, I can't do it. I can't. I'm going to try. I'm going to see. Like, do yourself like this. You treat yourself worse than the enemy. Today is Transformation Day. Today is the day that you are going to have to force yourself to be very intentional. Like today, don't play with today. Like listen, today is the last day. It's the last day. But it's really the first day. I designed in my mind, you come to me and you're waiting. So you stay waiting Friday and Saturday. Okay? But today is the rebirth. The new you. The new you. You are going to have to, when you find yourself going negative, You want to have, what did the lady say yesterday? Information. What I say about the woman in gotta do, when you find yourself one thing, you gotta say to me, you go for it. When you find yourself having a conversation in your mind, you gotta want the conversation in your mind, then you do it your lips. When you find yourself on one negative, you gotta change the conversation and ask yourself a few questions, and we're gonna learn that today as well. So, play the song, DJ. Today is Transformation Day. Listen to the words. When I had nobody, I had to speak life over myself. That is what Girl Hold My Hand is about. Know yourself, love yourself, and embrace yourself. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You can speak life over your life. I remember the day that I didn't know where I was